There's the dressing, the marinade, my perfect technique for cooking this chicken so it's charred and beautiful. We're gonna make my sumac chicken salad bowl. So we're talking what cookbook, and you're probably thinking, okay, great, we're gonna do a whole bunch of stir fries here. Yes, stir fries are one of my favorite things to do in my wok, but I don't eat stir fries every day, but I do use my wok every day. And that's because my wok's really good at doing so many other things. And I make this for dinner at home all the time, this style of recipe where we're actually using the wok to char and like get some good flavor on things that aren't necessarily Asian. So I've got some chicken breast here. I'm gonna start chicken breast. I don't use chicken. Do I use chicken breast? I've gone crazy. This is chicken thigh, legs and thighs go always. And I'm gonna add some spices. Now I have sumac. I love this because it gives you this really lovely, beautiful lemony kind of flavor. It's very intense, really great spice to have in your cupboard. I'm gonna go in with some cumin, some cinnamon, and then we get into some aromatics here. So I've got some garlic. I think that the easiest way to peel garlic is to just get your hands dirty. I think the whole thing with peeling garlic is people don't want to smell the garlic, but unfortunately garlic is just, it is what it is. Don't be a hater, and don't use the garlic in the jar. So only psychopaths do that. Holly, producer Holly.
I've changed my ways.
I know you have. Now, you guys might be surprised to know that I typically won't eat a lot of Asian food for dinner during the week because I'm here cooking stir fries and noodles and all of my delicious Asian things during the day, and I kind of feel like something a little bit different at night time. So this is actually the kind of thing that I love to eat on a weeknight. Lots of fresh ingredients along with big, bold flavors, and I'm really excited to show you how you get those sorts of flavors using a wok and some of my really special wok techniques. Now I'm also gonna add some lemon. So the fresh lemon is going to really enhance that deep kind of citrus flavor that I'm getting from the sumac, from the dried spice. Whenever I'm using lemon juice, I typically will do the zest as well because why waste it? And also the zest has such a beautiful intense flavor. So it's really great to use. And then the juice too. A little bit of olive oil, pepper. Oh, this is smelling so good. Now just one last thing here, I am actually going to add my onion in with the chicken too. So just give that a very thin slice. Okay, so this doesn't need very long. I'm just gonna set it aside while I make this really amazing, beautiful green, well, it's sort of like a green goddess kind of dressing. So this is my green yogurt dressing, which means I need some yogurt. I'm gonna add some olive oil, zest and juice. A little bit of honey is nice here because it kind of offsets all those sour flavors. And parsley. So typically at home, I'll kind of use whatever herbs I have kicking around the bottom of the crisper. So it could be dill, could be coriander, could be mint, but I've got parsley today. It's gonna go in just like a rough chop. And now some garlic. So disclaimer here, this is quite a garlicky kind of dish. I love it. The chicken has lots of toasty garlic in it, and this has a very fresh garlic flavor. So you can leave the extra garlic out if you would like to. And a little salt. And now we blend. Oh my goodness, look at that color. I love that. It's such a happy color. Ah, and so easy to make. Beautiful. You could make like double that batch and then have an extra lot of dressing for tomorrow night. And you know, it's really lovely drizzled on fish or just plain grilled chicken or a, you know, vegetarian salad or anything like that. It's beautiful. Look at that. So nice. If I could just give you one tip, like just one thing to do at home that would make your wok cooking, or actually any of your cooking in a pan, that much better, it would be just preheat the pan. Like literally, just get it really hot. Wait for it to smoke, don't be scared of the heat. and that's it. It seems like such a simple thing, but I think a lot of people get really scared about the amount of heat or the little bits of smoke that are coming off your wok. It's supposed to do that. If it's a pre-seasoned, beautiful patinaed wok, just like this one, it's going to give you a little bit of that breath of the wok, and that's actually what you want. As soon as that chicken hits the pan, the temperature is going to drop, and once it drops, everything starts to stew, and that's when you get badly cooked food. So the pan needs to start really hot so that when that temperature drops, it doesn't drop too much. So I spoke to someone the other day, and actually the reason I wrote this book was because I had someone come and talk to me at one of our pop-up stores, and she said, look, I just get really scared, and as soon as it starts to smoke, I turn the heat off. And I'm like, well, how are you cooking anything? So that's why I wanted to write the book, why I wanted to share all these just little things with you guys that I thought was assumed knowledge from, I guess, growing up with my mum cooking in the wok all the time. But I realized that these things maybe aren't so assumed, and that maybe we should chat about them a little bit, which is what we're doing. Okay, so is this looking scary enough?
Yeah.
Is it scary? Okay, so this is the kind of scary that you want. Drizzle the oil all around, and that way you're kind of oiling the surface of the wok, because when you get this chicken in and when you get any protein in, you want to spread it out straight away. That's the sound you want. And immediately I can smell that we have searing going on. Like those onions smell like they're caramelizing. I've pushed the proteins out so I'm getting as much contact with the heat of the pan as possible, and it is smelling good. Okay, so you know that thing where you see people on TikTok or in a movie, like getting the wok and there's flames and they're like, tossing it around. When you're at home and you've got a home burner, that's just not going to work. So what you need to do is adapt your cooking technique with your wok to the burner that you have, whether it's electric or induction or gas in this case. There's just not a huge amount of heat here, so I'm letting the meat sit for 2 or 3 minutes rather than going in there and trying to be all dramatic about it. Just let it sear first, and then we'll come back and stir fry. So this has been a good 3 or 4 minutes now, and I'm going to show you what we're looking for when I start to stir fry, okay? So start to stir fry, okay? And immediately you can see these onions have got that lovely color on them. The chicken has got already this really nice, beautiful char on some of those pieces there. So the essence of wok cooking is about moving the food through the air, and then again, let it settle back and sizzle a little. And this is how you go about creating that beautiful sear and all those lovely flavors. So while my chicken's just still doing its searing thing over here, I'm just gonna prep the rest of my bowl. So I'm gonna do a salad bowl here. You could do rice if you want to, but I love making this really fresh and green and crunchy. Just a few salad leaves. Got some snow pea shoots here as well. Again, just go with what you've got in your fridge. This is supposed to be a really quick weeknight kind of thing, which is why I use the wok, because it's very quick to cook that chicken and get that really lovely char on it. Okay, I've also got some cucumber here. And during the week, I'm always just trying to incorporate as much color as possible. That's kind of like how I do healthy, which is to say, things need to be really tasty, and then I just add some colorful elements, which I hope gives me more of a virtuous kind of dinner. My warm chicken here on the side. Some beetroot that I pickled. I steamed it in my wok and then just used a really simple pickling method. But you could use store-bought as well. The idea here, as I said, is just to add lots of color to the bowl so you feel great eating it. Okay, now here is my dressing. And I mean, that is just such a happy bowl. Look at that. A few pine nuts here. And there you go, my sumac chicken salad bowl. So this is the kind of thing at the end of the day at home that I'm aiming to eat. I have a beautifully flavored protein, lots of colorful veg, a really damn good sauce. So good. Just that extra step of adding those marinade ingredients and then going to the trouble of searing the chicken properly in the wok. Beautiful char on the chicken, a little hint of smokiness. It almost tastes like you got the charcoal grill out and was grilling that chicken. The flavor, so good.